Everyone, welcome back to a new post today. Let's continue with where we stopped for the most important points that you need to keep track for the preliminary examination of the UPSC Civil Services of 2025. So let's look at the most important topics that we left out from January 5th, 6th and 7th. So let's track these 3 days for today. The very first is about the ATACMS, also called as Attack MS. It is a long-range missile that is produced by the US company defense manufacturer Lockheed Martin, and now this is being supplied to Ukraine, and Ukraine has used it to fire on the Russian region. So this is the first time that Ukraine has used a US supplied long-range missile. It was in news because it was used for the very first time by Ukraine, and now after Trump has come, there is a doubt over whether these missiles will be supplied to Ukraine to continue the war between Russia and Ukraine. And this is it is a multiple launch rocket system, and it can fire on multiple targets at one time. Apart from that, it is manufactured by Lockheed Martin, and it is a long range missile that is US supplied to Ukraine. So it was in news because of this. The next one is about cruise terminal coming out in Galatea Bay. Now, what exactly is a cruise terminal? We know that we are coming up with a transshipment port, but what exactly is a cruise terminal? Let me tell you that India had its first cruise terminal in Mumbai, and that is the first international cruise terminal that handles almost 200 ships and 1 million passengers annually. So a cruise terminal is nothing but an infrastructure or a structure at a port that serves passengers boarding and leaving the cruise ships. Cruise terminals are designed to meet the needs of the cruise ships and passengers, and they are integrated into the port cities transportation, tourism and urban planning strategies. So passengers and their luggage go through security checkpoints at the cruise terminal. Apart from that, they board the cruise ship as well, and this one is coming up at Galatea Bay. And Navika Sagar Parikrama was in news. Now it is an expedition by the Ministry of Defence. The first part was launched in 2017. This is the second part, and it's called as a Sailor Sea Circumambulation. And it is an ambitious circumnavigation of the globe by 2 female officers of the Indian Navy. The previous edition had 6 women crewed, and this time only 2 women will be taking part in the circumnavigating the globe alone on this cruise ship, on the ship called as INS Tarini, and they are on board INSV Tarini. The previous sailors were also awarded the awards by the Ministry of Defence. So they were given the Sagar Parikrama awards as well, and this is about the INS Tarini and Navika Sagar Parikrama by the Ministry of Defence. The next is about Polamaram project. It has been in news because Andhra Pradesh has been asking for XC funding. It is a multi-purpose irrigation project across the Godavari River in Eluru district and East Godavari district of Andhra Pradesh. Now the project has been already accorded national project status by the central government, and therefore it is the sharing of the project construction cost will be done by the centre and the state. Apart from that, it is famous for the Papikanda National Park as well. The Polavaram hydroelectric project is coming up, and it is very close to the Raja Mahindravaram city and Rajahmundry airport as well. So the project has been accorded national status by the government of India, and the reservoir spreads up to the Dumugudam Anikat, approximately on the Sabari side of the river. It is also the water also spreads out to parts of Chhattisgarh and Odisha states as well. Let's go on to January 6th, where we had some of the important points. Let's track some of them. The PLI scheme now is being started for the steel sector. A next round of the PLI scheme for the steel sector is being coming up to boost the production of value-added steel in the country. The scheme was launched in 2021 in post-COVID times to help many industries, apart from the steel industry as well, to become technologically advanced and globally competitive as well. The scheme aims to increase domestic production of specialty steel, reduce imports of specialty steel, create jobs, and also make a Make in India presence in the global market as well. The 4-lane Bainihal bypass now was in news. It is constructed as a part of the Jammu and Srinagar Highways 4-laning project, and it is set to improve traffic congestion and also improve connectivity for the defence and also for the tourism in Jammu and Kashmir. This 4-lane is a 2.35 kilometer bypass to Banihal town. It is strategically located on the Ramban-Banihal section of National Highway 44, and it includes long meters of culverts resolving traffic issues. The newly constructed bypass is going to help the Kashmir Valley and also the defense immensely, and also boost tourism prospects in the region. Now, the dam on Brahmaputra river is being constructed by China. We also have India constructing a dam on the upper Siang tributary of Brahmaputra. Brahmaputra flows in 4 countries, starting from Tibetan Autonomous Region of China to Bhutan, India and Bangladesh. And it is called as Yarlung Sangpo in Tibet. It rises, it is also called as Luit in Assamese, Siang and Dihang in Arunachali, and Jamuna River in Bengali. Now it's a transboundary river between China and India. It is the 9th largest in the world, rises in Manasarovar Lake at Kailash, Mount Kailash in the Himalayas, and the Chinese now is going to build a dam on this river along with the India building a dam on the upper Siang as well. It is popularly known as Padma in Bangladesh, and it becomes Meghna before ultimately merging in the Bay of Bengal, creating the largest mangroves, the Sundarban mangroves in Bangladesh and Bay of Bengal, which are UNESCO World Heritage Sites. Now, the dam is coming up at the Great Bend region of the Medong County in the Tibetan Autonomous Region. And let me tell you that 4 countries have water issues with regard to Brahmaputra. We and China have a special expert level mechanism with regard to Brahmaputra water sharing. However, none of the countries are signatories to the United Nations Convention on the Law for Non-Navigational Uses of International Water Resources, and therefore there are issues which will rise up if the dam is built in the upper part of the Yarlung Sangpo or the Brahmaputra river. Now, the dam is called as Zangmo Dam on the Chinese part, and it is causing a cause of concern for Bangladesh and also for India as well. Now, similarly with Galatea Bay, where we are coming up with the transshipment project in the Great Nicobar Island, we also have Galatea Bay Wildlife Sanctuary, which is a UNESCO Biosphere Reserve. Now, this is located in the Union Territory of Andaman and Nicobar Islands, and it lies on the Indian Ocean. The total park is approximately 110 square kilometers. It is designated as a Great Nicobar Biosphere Reserve, and it includes a larger part of the Campbell Bay National Park as well. Now, the Galatea Bay Island Biosphere Reserve was recognized as a UNESCO World Biosphere Reserve in 2013. Many unique and rare species are found in this park owing to their relative geographical isolation and especially located in the equatorial region. So, who are the tribes that are going to be affected by the transshipment project, or also the cruise terminal that are going to be come up? In Nicobar Islands, we have the Nicobarese tribe and the Shompen tribe belonging to the Mongolite group. In Andaman Islands, we have the Andamanese, Onche, Jaravis, Sentinelese, Negrito and the Mongolite tribes here. Coming to January 7th, the very first is about US now deciding to take out Indian entities such as the BARC, the Indian Rare Earths, the IG-CAR, that is the Indira Gandhi Atomic Research Center, Indian Rare Earth Limited's, the Baba Atomic Research Center from the restricted list. Now, this was set by the US Bureau of Industry and Security to remove the prominent Indian entities from the restrictive list, aiming to bolster ties and also advance energy cooperation as well. The removal of the 3 Indian entities will enable closer cooperation between United States and India to secure more resilient critical minerals and also clean energy supply chains. Now, the US foreign policy objectives mainly aim to reduce barriers to advance energy cooperation, and therefore they are doing this to improve it with India. The Indian Rare Earths, let me tell you, along with Indira Gandhi Center for Atomic Research, apart from that, BARC play a pivotal role in the scientific and technological landscape of India, particularly nuclear energy and rare earth minerals development. The next is about Makara Vilakku, which is celebrated annually at the Sabrimala temple in Kerala. It marks the time of devotees to express their devotion to Lord Ayyappa, and also celebrates the anniversary of meeting of Lord Sri Rama with Sarbari. So it includes the sighting of the Makara Jyoti, which is a light appearing at the horizon of the Punamba Meledu hill. And apart from this, there are ornaments of Lord Ayyappa which are brought to the temple from the Pandalam palace as well. It is celebrated on Makara Sankranti, and it is a celestial event along with cultural and religious significance as well, marked annually. It also marks the end of the annual pilgrimage season to the Ayyappa Swami temple in Kerala. The next is about Parliament se Panchayat Tak, a meeting held by the Government of India, speaking about women's role in Panchayat especially. So let's look at the states that have more than 50% reservation now for women. Article 243D of the Constitution says that the offices of the chairperson of the Panchayat at the village level and the other level, seats should be reserved for scheduled caste, scheduled tribe and women in such a manner as the legislature of the state may by law provide. Minimum accorded by the Constitution is 1/3, but however there are states who have increased the reservation for women up to 50%, and almost 20 states have done so. They include Andhra Pradesh, Assam, Bihar, Chhattisgarh, Gujarat, Himachal Pradesh, Jharkhand, Karnataka, Kerala, Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, Odisha, Punjab, Rajasthan, Sikkim, Tamil Nadu, Telangana, Tripura, Uttarakhand and West Bengal. And similarly, reservations are also provided not only in the rural local bodies but also in the urban local bodies at all the three levels in the office of the chairperson and also the regular directly elected bodies as well. The Constitution provides 1/3. However, this has been left to the state to increase. The Constitution only provides reservation for scheduled caste, scheduled tribe, women, but not for backward classes, and it is in the state's prerogative to decide how much of reservation they want to give for the backward classes. The very first organic fish cluster is going to come up in Sikkim. Now, this was launched by the Union Ministry of Agriculture and Animal Industry, a step towards sustainable chemical-free fish farming practices in the country. It is located in Soreng district of Sikkim, and it's going to produce antibiotic-free, chemical-free, pesticide-free organic fish. Now, it aligns with Sikkim reputation of the fully first organic state in the country and provides environmental sustainable aquaculture. Next is about the Vikram Sarabhai Space Center module payload, which was launched recently in the PSLV-C60, called as the Compact Research Module for Orbital Plant Studies. Now, this was a news for successfully germinating cowpea seeds in the space, therefore showing the success of agriculture in space. The crops payload was launched at the PSLV-C60 mission. It was launched on December 30th, 2024. 2 cowpea seeds germinated in 4 days, and the sprouts developed the first leads in space. The experiment is very significant for showing how plants can be grown in space as well. And the crops payload was to study mainly how to grow plants and survive in microgravity. The payload was designed to develop support system that can produce food and regenerate air and water for the astronauts in space. The payload was designed to develop ISRO's capabilities for growing and sustaining flora in extraterrestrial environments, especially microgravity. The last one for January 7th is about UGSC's new guidelines for appointment of the Vice Chancellors. Now, the new guidelines are called as DUGCR 2025 guidelines for the range of candidates to be considered for the role of the Vice Chancellors of University. Eligibility: now the candidates no need to be professors. The candidates can have at least 10 years of experience in industry, public administration, public policy, public sector undertakings. The candidates should have a proven record of academic and scholarly contributions, and candidates should have a leadership, governance and collaboration skill as well. The selection process will include a selection committee that will be formed to shortlist the candidates. The committee then will include nominees of the Chancellor, Visitor, UGC Chairman and the university's apex body. The committee will assess the candidates based on their academic impact and notable contribution, and it is in tune with the NEP goals of 2020. However, many states like Tamil Nadu and Kerala have shown concern about the UGC's new guidelines for appointment of the Vice Chancellors of the university. So these are some of the issues I thought I should be tracking for you for January 5th, 6th and 7th. If you did, please do like, share and subscribe, and don't forget to comment at the end of the video. I shall see you in my next post for the next important topics for the rest of the month of January. We continue. Until then, it's very happy learning.